Hi. I just can't get enough of you. Oh, I decided to work on my owl basket. How are you, Enid and Susan? I'm looking forward to getting this done. I'm working on the centers of the eyes, and I chose a purple to do the eyes and nose with. And then I've got the white for the big irises. Hello, how are you? Happy Superbowl. Woohoo! How are you, Mr. Harold and Bob? This is going to be my owl basket. I sent a picture of this to Jennifer, the basket. And now I got to make the facial features. Great, my honey just served my venison curry. Ooh, yummy, yummy. Tell your honey, hey. Susan and Enid, this is my future son-in-law, Harold and Bob. So, hi, Michelle. How are you? I ended up not going to the store because there wasn't enough time for daylight. So I'll be going tomorrow morning. Yeah, right. So good to be here. Be back. Harold and Bob is my future son-in-law. His name is Stephen. And guess what, Michelle, Jay, and Enid? Guess what? My daughter-in-law, or my daughter, now crochets, and she has a stash. She had to order more yarn. I gave her some. She had to order some because she ran out. And she falls into the same category we do. The shipping, you had to buy $100 or more. In order to get free shipping. Otherwise, she just would have needed 2 balls. And it would have cost her $16 plus, 2 balls of yarn plus $16 shipping. She said, So she bought enough to get the $100 worth to get free shipping. Michelle J says that's how they get us that free shipping. Wow, she's making you a size 1 beanie. Wow, using 1 weight thread? Is she nuts? To keep a guy warm, I make it with 6 weight or 5 weight. Yes, I know she loves you. Okay, Enid. She's making him a hat with what we use to make doilies. Wow. thermal stitch. Michelle J, she must love you. Yep, she must. It's a good thing they're getting married in May. So definitely puts up with me. Aren't you glad you found someone to put up with you, Stephen? Yeah. Oh boy. She's hooked, huh? Yep. Yeah, I get it. She's hooked. I'll hook you, Stephen. That's a small hook, though. I need to get you some of my bigger hooks. You'll be afraid of those. Arrgh. Well, if you want to see what this owl basket is going to look like, except mine is pink. Walking the plank. You would like that, wouldn't you, Stephen? There you go. I'm pinning it to the top because I just learned how to do that yesterday. And hi, Lydia, how are you? So I pinned the owl basket at the top. Here's my basket. I gotta make the owl face on it. And I'm using white for the big part of the eyes. And I'm using purple for the nose and mouth, or for the nose and the pupils, irises. Nido torpedo. Okay. And Michelle Jensen says, very cute. It's a fiber. The Yarny Fiber community is making this, so I'm joining them. And we have until, see you later, Stephen. We have until the end of the month to make this. But there's a giveaway over on Adoring Crochet with Pamela. And she said the only thing you have to do to enter that giveaway is to make a Valentine's item using pink, red, white, or gray. No other colors. So I used pink. Lydia says, I've been doing laundry, almost done with my second dish rags. Awesome. Awesome, Lydia. I started on a 6th dish rag. Here it is. I started it. Michelle says, I like the pink. It's pretty, isn't it? It's called Medium Rose. It's a big twist. This one is Karen, 1 pound. And I forget what this one is. But it doesn't look like Red Heart. It might be, but I doubt it. It's got looks like there's a little halo on it, but it is acrylic. So I'm working on that owl, the inside of the eye, the iris, and it's going to be purple. So I got 1, 2, 3. Four. I had some leftover pizza for supper. We ordered pizza Friday. And we ordered enough to keep us pretty full. Hello, Nana Michelle. How are you? We're 3 Michelles in here now. Hi, fellow non-sports fans. We'll be hanging out with my fellow yarnies, working on my beaded shawl. Ooh, that sounds beautiful, Michelle. I'm working on the owl basket. It's a owl container is what they call it. Free pattern on your inspirations. Your beaded shawl sounds beautiful, Michelle. And Lydia says, hi, Nana Michelle. So you're doing laundry, Lydia, and you're working on your dish rags. All right. That is awesome. That's wonderful. I am working on the irises for the owl. Then I've got the white here. This is also going to be the color for its nose. I'm making it using different colors than what they had, because I didn't see any tan or beige in my stash. I didn't look hard enough, but I'm sure if I would have looked harder, I would have found it. Hi, I'm Michelle J, says Nana Michelle. And hi, Yarn Works by Lydia Nannon. I like the Yarn Works part of your name, Lydia. And I should really change my name, but I'm too far along now. I'm not going to change it anymore. Because then I'd have to start all over again. I don't want to do that. So even if we move to another state, I'll still be Michelle Crochets in Kansas. Michelle says hi to everyone. Huh. We're the hello. Hi, fellow non-sports fans. I like that, Nana Michelle. Yep, fellow yarnies. Deborah, hello. How are you? Good evening. I'm watching you with the game in the background, working on a baby blanket. Oh, that's awesome. For a boy or a girl? Hello, Susan. How are you? So glad all my fellow yarnies came to join me, the non-sports fans. But Jay is a sports fan, but she's here anyway, so I thank you. Lydia says, thank you, Michelle. I like my name. I own a little business. Awesome. That's great. Hello, Enid. What's the deal with the pink hand? I'm doing English paper piecing and stabbing my fingers. English paper piecing. I don't know what that is. I know what stabbing your fingers is all about. I've done it too. Lydia says, hi, Enid. Deborah says, girl, using snuggly, wiggly dip dye by loops and threads. Aha. I never heard of that kind of yarn, but okay. It's a hand quilting technique. Ah, better you than me. I don't want to prick my fingers. Enid says hi to Lydia. Probably I should be crocheting. I think we tend to prick ourselves less that way. But if you want to stab yourself, I can't stop you. Enid, oops, woogly. Found on clearance at Michael's. Soft and mixed, rosy pink and cream. Sounds beautiful, Deborah. That sounds beautiful. Creative Grandma did a review of some yarn in November, I think. We were in Colorado visiting my son, and I saw this yarn and I had to have it. And Lion Brand was having a sale. It was a Lion Brand ice cream yarn. I think it was ice cream smoothie yarn. And it looked so beautiful. We're in Colorado. I'm from there. Colorado Springs area is where my son lives. I've petted ice cream at Joann's. Woohoo! Well, I went ahead and I ordered 6 of a bunch of colors so I could make baby Afghans. Different pretty colors to make baby Afghans. So cool, pretty area. Yep. Yeah, you're in the Denver metro area. My daughter is as well, Enid. Well, kind of. She's in Golden for now until they get married. I think in the summer they're moving. I don't know where to, though. But it'll be in Colorado, I believe. And so they're going to be getting a nicer apartment, hopefully, than the one they've got now. And I think my future son-in-law is taking a job down in the Colorado Springs area, but my daughter's job is in South Denver. So they're going to probably live somewhere in between. Deborah says, raised in metro area, Lakewood. I'm in North Carolina now. Okay, Lakewood is my husband's cousin used to live in Lakewood, I believe. Lakewood or Littleton, one or the other. Now she lives in I think she's in North Carolina, actually. One of the Carolinas, I think. Maybe even Florida. I don't know. She moves around a lot. Deborah says, ha ha, funny, small world. Yeah. So what's everybody up to tonight? Obviously, I'm not a sports fan, even though it's the Kansas City Chiefs playing in the Super Bowl. I could care less. I've lived in Greeley, Eaton, and Fort Collins. My daughter was born in Greeley, Colorado. We used to live in Keensburg. Do you know where Keensburg is, Michelle? Fort Lupton, Dacono, Keensburg is just east of there on the way to Fort Morgan. Yep, you do. Good. Yeah, that's where we lived when first we were in Fort Lupton for a year, and then we moved to Keensburg. Deborah says she retracted it. My dad. That part I got, my dad. And Michelle says, working on my beauty pain beaded shawl using Hobie Universe yarn and translucent colored beads. Wow. Deborah says, what your dad was from Fort Morgan. Wow. Fast fingers tonight. All right. My dad was from the province of Quebec. My mother is from northern Maine. Hello, Tank. How are you? I can use all kinds of help with increasing my numbers. Tank, I've been in lives all day today and I didn't get any new people. Tank says, hi, Nana Michelle. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Enid. Lydia was here. I don't know if she still is. She's working on her dishcloth. Deborah says, hi, Tank. Lydia is also doing laundry, so she's maybe busy. Slow going on this row as it is back post double crochet. The whole row is? Normally it's front post, back post, like my edging for this sweater is front post, back post. Tank says, I don't know what to tell you for your numbers. Okay. Well, I've got plenty of hours. I have no problems with the hours. It's just new people finding my channel and liking it. Yeah, Tank says, I love anything post-wise. Cool. I'm working on this is supposed to be the It's a Hoot Owl container. I call it the owl basket. I gotta make 2 big round eyes. And I'm using this color for the pupils or the irises and for the nose. Enid says hi to Tank. Oh, wait. Susan says, my tablet died. Are you going to be moving? I'm not. Not anytime soon, as far as I know. Michelle says, yes, it is all back post. I don't mind just taking me a while for some reason, not sure why. Aha. Enid says, hi, Tank. Tank says, go to the Grow channel and post your name out there. Go to the Grow channel. What's the Grow channel? Hi, Susan Burke, says Tank. Where do I go to that? Spinning Wheel of Doom. James Gipe. Huh. All right, thank you. I'm going to check him out after the live. He has a Grow channel. So what do I do? Just post my name on there? Because I typed in James Gipe Grow channel, and he came up along with a bunch of videos. Thank you, Tank. I will check him out later. You go in and introduce yourself and just be friends. All right, you hit refresh, Enid. Is that helping? Enid says, I don't find there is much benefit from grow streams myself. Well, I can definitely use all the help I can get. You might get a few friends, but they leave soon after, or YouTube removes them, not certain. She wanted help, that's all I have. Well, thank you, Tank. Michelle J., have you emailed Linda Simpson? I've gone to her channel. I have not emailed her, I don't think. But give it a shot. Maybe it will pan out for you, Michelle. I've got so many people shouting me out, Michelle, that I don't even know who's not shouting me out anymore, because it seems everybody, every live I go to, people are shouting me out. Yeah, Linda gives shout outs. All right. I emailed her and asked you to shout you. She will. You need to email her. All right. Thank you. I will. The more the merrier. All right. Get shouted out by Crystal. That seems to be the magic bullet, maybe. I've emailed her and asked her to shout me out. I haven't heard back. Yes, I have done shorts. I don't do them all the time, but I have done them. I've got about 6 or 9 of them right now. Susan says, hello, Tank. Michelle says, the problem is that if it is all the same audience, it's hard to grow. So the more you friend and ask, the better. Uh-huh. And I'm in with the homesteading community and the crocheting knitting community. Enid says, true, Michelle J. She said K, but she meant J. Mm-hmm. So the more people you're connected to, the better off. I'm working at it. But anyway, other than that, this is the inside of one of the eyes so far. Are you a member of Garden State Gardener? I am subscribed to Garden State Gardener. Michelle, did you make your sweater? Whose pattern is it? I made the sweater. It's not a tutorial. It's a pattern. I can't remember who right now. I will look in my list of crochet tops, crochet along. I'm looking. I don't see it right now. Boho basket. Rainbow. Thought for sure I had this one saved in my patterns, or yeah, under the sorry, Can't find it. Can't find it. Yeah, subscribed. Yeah, I believe I am subscribed to Linda Simpson Tank. I remember Bod saying she doesn't shout out channels that ask for it, that she shouts out channels that she finds and likes. So Rella has a crocheted cardigan. I think this is who I got this from. Cardigan tutorial or two on YouTube. I don't know if that's it then. If you go into bigger channels and just get to know them. The sweater looks very cozy. It's warm, very warm. It's probably a little too warm to wear in the house, but it's nice. I kind of like it. Okay. So Ursula is one that I go to. And of course, Angela with my Precious Yarnery. I have my link dropped in there all the time. And Granny D. So if it happens, it happens. It's just frustrating. You shared this out to your community tab. Thank you, Enid. How many subscribers do you have now, Enid? 582. All right. Tank says, problem is you have to go into new people. Okay. So who do you think I should go to? Building sites? Enid says, which is laughable. I just laugh at it. I try not to take it too seriously or I'll go nuts. Okay, Enid. Yeah, you have 724 and you're not even trying. That's because of everything you donate and where that you are everywhere in everybody's lives. Enid says, Fiberflux, comment on our shorts. Maybe some crafters will find you that way. Cool. Also D. Of course, D. I got like 5 people from her yesterday. From her live. Michelle J., I think it's so hard because there are so many channels. The only reason I'm starting one is just so I can make more friends and talk. I have 0 expectations. All I want is my community tab. Well, all I wanted was to make friends too. But with my health problems, go into channels that are different. Okay, but different channels, won't they just want to they may subscribe, but then see what I do and say, no, don't want it. Yes, YouTube is extraordinarily competitive now, says Enid. Tank says, I was a moderator in the homestead community for years. Yep. I've seen you in there. Enid says, I figure be yourself, talk about the stuff you find interesting. You crochet amazing stuff, Michelle. Thank you, Enid. Thank you, Tank. Not just crochet channels. Okay. I've been stuck at 722 for so long, I don't even worry about it anymore. I'm just glad with who I have and happy for the community tab. Sadly, work makes it hard for me to post as much as I'd like. Well, if it's any consolation, I love your channel. Well, thank you, Michelle. Lydia says, be careful about that going to channels that doesn't do about yarn. Yeah, Lydia, I will. Tank says, that's the fickle thing. You have to find a gimmick. And Susan says, that's okay. Yeah, I'll find it and I'll send it your way. Okay, Susan? Enid says, it's true, though. You're a boss level hooker. Oh, geez. Thank you. I was very happy to get the community tab. It's like Instagram for YouTube. I cannot link other people's videos to my community tab. It won't let me. So what's the purpose of my community tab? I post pictures of things I make. I've got a couple of questions on there for my subscribers to answer. That's all I've got on there. Yep. Lydia has 219 on her channel. Cool. Have you tried clicking on share? Yes. Do you put app? I thought I could just copy the URL and paste it to the page. To where they say to. You can share videos from share. It won't let me. And it says type at Michelle J, the crocheting dog man, for example, in your community tab. Okay. I did one picture so far on my tab. Cool. Tank says, like, at Michelle's Crochets in Kansas. Okay. And it says, i.e., the whole channel name comes right up when you type at. Okay, will do. All right, I'm going to try that. Let's see here. My community tab. I'm looking for share. At it does. Michelle J. There are a lot of them. I'm trying. I created a post.
You created a what?
A post.
A post.
Yeah, Michelle J, I shared you out on my community tab. Thank you, guys. The whole channel name comes right up when you type at. Thank you, Enid, for that. Share your upcoming lives and such to your community tab, Michelle. AFAIK, it gets sent out publicly. Cool. When I post on my community tab, I put app before the channel and it links it. Cool. If you get the link, go to your community tab and hit at, then their link. Tank says I'll post you on my community tab and you can see. All right. I'm going to be so lost starting out. This all sounds like a foreign language. You're telling me, Michelle. I posted you on my community tab. Thank you, Tank. How did you get a community tab if you're not even making videos? No problem. Deborah says, haha, Michelle J, me too. Keep your chin up, sweetie. Thank you. Michelle says, my son's working on getting all my stuff set up and I should be posting my first video within the end of the week. Yay. Lydia says, Michelle, do you have videos? Susan says, thank you. What are you thanking me for, Susan? Michelle says, not yet. I'm working on some. Okay. I find it amazing that you've got all these subscribers when you don't even make videos. Tank. Can you imagine if you did start making videos? You'd be well over 1,000 in no time. But I appreciate your advice and your input, and I've worked my butt off to get those subscribers. I have no desire to make videos. Okay. So anyway, this is my basket, and I'm pretty proud of my basket. I don't know if I'm going to be happy with an owl face on it, but we'll see. Enid says, it amuses me when no content channels have more followers than mine. I know, right? I knew what you meant. A lot of people get those words THEN and THAN mixed up when they're writing, sort of like 2, 2, and 2. Hi, Tina. How are you? Hello, Michelle. Thank you for being on my panel today. You're so welcome, Tina. I'm glad I got to help you with the corner to corner also. Enid says, I kind of just typed wrong. I know, we all make mistakes. Deborah says, it is a beautiful basket. Thank you. I kind of like it. It's a free pattern on your inspirations. It's called It's a Who Owl Container. They don't call it a basket, but I do. It's my owl basket. They have it done in neutral colors like tans and browns. I didn't see 2 skeins of tan, so I found 2 skeins of pink because you're holding 2 skeins together the whole time. So I like it. I started working on pupils for the eyes. This is one of them so far. Tank says, I'm making a cat thingy play bed or something for a friend. Oh, how cool is that? That is awesome. How are you, Tina? So good to have you on here. My husband's like, I can't believe you just got back online. You I was on about an hour ago, and I came right back on. Not sure what they are called. I don't know. But I have not heard back from Dee about who, the name and address of the one who won Scrubbies from me. You're addicted to doing live stream. Well, I like talking to my people. Because that's what I consider you, my people. Deborah says that was me. What, you were addicted to live streams? Well, you're always in live streams. Do you know who it was? I don't remember. I didn't write it down. I should have. Deborah, you won my scrubbies? Then you need to send me your address. Lydia says, I always enjoy you, Michelle. Thank you, Lydia. That is so sweet. Yes, I won the scrubbies. So you need to email me your name and address. Nana Michelle says, we love watching you. I just don't say much, as a lot of times when you're live, I'm at work and I can't comment. Well, I'm glad you're here. Tank says, then you need to give her your address. I make scrubbies, and I love these scrubbies. And I've got a lot of the scrubby materials, so I make a lot of scrubbies. Right now, they're all green, pale green. But I will send you some, Deborah. Yes, ma'am, I will email you tonight. I did email Dee last night. I'm sure she hasn't sent it to you yet. Not the last I've seen. I looked at my email just before I came on. Enid says, crochet a granny square, Michelle. I double dog infinitely dare you to. Why? Why do you double dog dare me to? I don't sleep well at night because I'm a light sleeper, so go to bed when honey leaves. All right, like right now. Right now, you want me to do a granny square. Here's the start of my granny square. You double dog dare me to, huh? Why is that, Enid? Deborah says, I'm excited to get them. I've never had one. Great color. Thanks. You're welcome. Yes, I do appreciate everything we did today together. That blanket will be finishing tomorrow. I had a problem with my phone, so I've been trying to fix it. Okay. Dee Ferguson, the lefty crocheter. Hi, everyone. Hello. I'm a lefty too, but I crochet right-handed because that's how my mom had to teach me. So welcome in, Dee Ferguson. Enid says, because it popped into my head and because you should, ha ha. I want to watch you crochet one. Hi, Dee Ferguson. Tina says, I keep getting lost. Hello, Inherited Stitches. Been a long time since I've seen you. Have you seen Brenda Land? Enid says, hi, Rose. I have seen some of her shirts today or something. Lydia says, I make them too. Kitchen scrubbies. Those will be next project I want to make. Susan says, I only have 32. Enid says, I love granny squares. I can't hide it. Tank says, if you have people up on your live, you need to be careful with who it is. And Tina says, hello, I love to crochet. I do not do, okay, this is round 1 of the granny square. Enid, I'm going to be working round 2 now. I did a chain 3, 2 more double crochets. I'm in the corner, so I'm making the corner stitch. And then I need to do a chain 2 and 3 double crochets in that same spot. Tina says, hello, I love to crochet. Enid says, that's true, Tank. And Kathleen giving you a quick thumbs up and back to the game. Go Chiefs. Woohoo! Aren't you in Kansas too, Kathleen? Kathy? Whoa, you're fast. Not really. I'm not a fast crocheter. I know what I'm doing, but I'm not fast. I've been doing this a long time and I'm not fast for someone who's been crocheting 30 years. Hi, Michelle. Just popped in to give a thumbprint. Thank you, Lisa. Tank says hi, Lisa. Lisa says hi, Tank. Tina says hello, Nana Kathleen. I don't like football, LOL. I once watched one when I was 15 or so, like some team from Alberta versus who knows who. It was like the 80s. I thought it was boring. We even moved down to close to the field seats. I was on a date with this boy from school. I learned to kind of like it when my son was playing. He played football all through school. So watching him was fun. Then I chain 1 in between the corners. So now I'm on the second side. I used to play basketball with my few friends too. I am more into hockey, and later in my teens, I became a total baseball freak. Well, cool. I couldn't play any sports. Not coordinated enough. I barely learned how to walk again, much less run or jump or have good balance or anything like that. Used to watch sports until they showed their butts. It's all about money. And it says, my grandpa was excited I liked baseball and sent me a catcher's mitt. Cool. I played the organ and the piano. Organ when I was a teenager, adolescent. Started taking lessons when I was 11. My parents also put me in tap and ballet classes to try to help me with my balance. The organ lessons were to help my coordination. It smelled so good, the leather. It may have been an outfielder's mitt. I forget. Deborah said, I have to agree, Tank, it is all about the money. Tank says, we were friends with Clint Dempsey's family. Enid says, yeah, money, money, money. Tank says he was a soccer whiz. Deborah says, I still like watching football and hockey. I personally played volleyball in school. I couldn't play any sports. Enid says, I took ice skating lessons when I was little. I could skate backwards. Woohoo! I was trying to teach myself how to skate backwards. I skate backwards when, before my accident, I had dreams of becoming a figure skater, going to the Olympics. When I got hit by a car, that was the end of that. Think I might be a little Canadian. Well, I'm half. My father is from Canada, so I'm half Canadian. Same, says Enid. Mm-hmm. Cool, says Richard. Deborah. My American husband is Canadian by osmosis. Well, I'm glad I didn't marry a Canadian. Not that they're not bad people. Just, I want to be in the same country as my family is. And I don't want to have to be in Canada to be near his family and away from my family. My mother went through hell when we moved up there. I was 6 years old. They kept calling her into this office. We went with her a few times they were trying to get her to revoke her American citizenship when we moved to Canada. Tank says, I was athletic until my horse bucked me off and my arm was pulled apart. Ooh. That sounds horribly painful, Tank. Enid says, maple syrup, vinegar on his fries, drinks tea sometimes. Yep. The vinegar on French fries, that's a big thing in Quebec. I liked their patate sauce. It's like French fries with gravy. Their gravy was really, really delicious. Tina says, Tank says at age 10. Wow. Ouch, Tank. Tank says, I was in the hospital in traction for 54 days. I was in the hospital in traction for 90 days. Tank. Well, I was in the hospital for 93 days. In a coma for 3.5 weeks. And in traction for all but 14 of those days for about 80 days, I guess. Enid says, I went through heck to prove I was also American. Had to assemble a lot of documents. Gosh. Mm-hmm. And Enid says, I miss Putin. The thing with poutine is that has the cheese curds on it. I don't like the cheese curds. I liked patate sauce. I like the French fries with gravy, but no cheese curds on top. Deborah says, yikes for both of you. I'm so sorry. It's what made us who we are. Deborah, I'm still dealing with the repercussions from that accident. Enid says, but aside from that vetting process, I haven't had any other problems. I live in the USA now anyway, and they don't care about my Canadian citizenship, eh? Tink says, I had to learn to walk again. I feel for you. Me too. Had to relearn to walk. Walk and talk, eat, feed myself, write, everything. Breathe while talking. Oh my gosh, my friend's horse tried to kill me when I was a teenager. It scared me. I bet. Hi, Racine. Just checking in. The game is going good. Who's winning, Racine? Racine says, hello, everyone. Tank says, hi, Racine. Racine, I agree. I'm lurking, listening, but watching the game. Who's winning? Enid says, I was riding her horse, but she was 6 feet tall to my 5'9"-ish. So the stirrups were too long for me. The Eagles are winning. Okay. Enid says, I was riding her horse, but having to hold on to the pommel. I let the reins go. Stupid. Racine says 24-21 Philly ahead. All right. Enid says something spooked the horse. I think a wasp, perhaps. Tank says, well, I crank out more in crochet than most normal people. With my disability, the doctors said my arm would never work. Well, they said I would never walk again. So they said I would never live again, and I would never lead a productive life. I'd be in a vegetative state the rest of my life in a wheelchair, so why even bother hoping? Enid said, so the horse took off at a gallop, about to leap over a low fence. I managed to grab the reins and reef on them to stop the horse from jumping. I slid off the horse, shaking so hard. Deborah says, you go, Tank. And Enid says, I am glad you can crochet, Tank and Michelle. And Racine says, you are doing leaps and bounds, Michelle. Tank and I are kind of in the same boat. Maybe someday I aspire to be as good a crocheter as she is. Enid, it's tough lately with all the nerve damage in my hand. Oh, but you do such beautiful work, Tank. Enid says, if the horse had jumped, I would have gone flying. Wow. Enid said nerve damage, nerve pain is the worst. I've got, I shake. Enid says her horse was an enormous quarter horse. Gosh. And Racine says, yes, Tank, you are a living testimony. Wow. Tank says, oh my, Michelle, I get all my talents from God. I'm pretty sure I do too. And here you are, Michelle. Yep, and I crochet beautiful baskets. beautiful baskets. Tank says, LOL, I love the basket. And beautiful scrubbies. These things are useful too. God gave me shawls and ponchos. And Racine says, Michelle, you do lots more. Yeah, I do. Deborah says, big horse. Yeah, big horse, Enid. Yeah, we don't like horses too much. We went to a dude ranch a few years ago, paid vacation from my father-in-law. So we all went horseback riding. The whole family. He bought the entranceway for all of us, all 5 of his living kids and their families, and grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Everybody came. Michelle said, or Susan says, Michelle, did you get your shawl done that you did with the bobbin yarn? Yes. Yes, I did. Enid says, I am not short, LOL. The horse seemed enormous to me. Uh-huh. He also stepped on my foot, but not with all his weight. Wow. Scary. Tank says, well, with my breathing problems, I'm glad I can sit and crochet. Yeah. And Enid says, I am glad too, Tank. Enid says, my asthma had a problem last year, and I churned out a 5-point star blanket. I think it was 5 points. Cool. I'm working on I'm almost done with this round of my granny square for you, Enid. Just for you. There you go, Enid. What do you think? I gotta get up a minute. Susan Burke, here's my shawl. That's wonderful, Enid, that you got that done, the star blanket. You stress crocheted? How do you stress crochet? It's lovely. Keep going. What do you mean? Oh, my square? Okay, I'll keep going. How big do you want it, Enid? And what am I supposed to do with it when I'm done with it? Tank says, when I got out of the hospital 2 years ago, I had sepsis and exacerbation I made 3 Helen Shrimpton 3D blankets and don't remember it. Wow. Enid says you release stress by crocheting like a crazy person. All right. I like the shawl. It turned out good. Thank you. Enid says 5 rounds, I think. Cool. I am not certain. All right. Deborah says, wow, Tank, you've been they a lot. Make 500 more and put them together. Be right back. Gotta do stupid laundry things. Yeah, yep. I brought, I cleared out one of the boxes of pizza boxes from our, when I got my dinner, which was 2 slices of pizza. And I brought it out to the dumpster we keep it in the garage. I was laughing because we have 2 pizza boxes in there, 1 big box from the laundry soap, the powder in there, and a kitchen-sized trash bag. That's it for our trash. My husband and I don't normally generate much trash unless we're having company. If my son's favorite sweatpants aren't dry for him tomorrow, he will be upset. Day is through. Okay. You've been through a lot. Yep. And now we've got Peppermint Stitches going through sepsis, or she had sepsis, and now her body is giving her a lot of infections. She's getting a lot of infections now. So we pray for her every single day. And I pray for her at other times as well. So Susan had Peppermint Stitches had sepsis also, and she's still in rehab. And she's getting a lot of other infections. So we're praying for her too. So if you think about it, please say a prayer for Susan Bluffus. I think it's Bluffus. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. Blaufuss. Okay, Deborah says I've sent you an email, Michelle. All right, thank you. Yeah, I have coordination issues. I pray for her too, Michelle. Thank you. I'm sure you do, Tank, because you've known her for quite a while. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it, though. Blofus? Racine says, Michelle. Cynthia's getting ready for prayer time. I'll see when done if you are still on and be back, okay? Okay, I didn't realize she was doing prayer tonight. What time? At 9:30 your time, which is 8:30 my time. 1S at the end. Okay. Well, all right. Racine, enjoy. Tell Cynthia I'm here. I don't know what to do because I'd like to go pray, but I'd like to stay in here too. Tank says, oh, that's right. I need to be there too. First Sunday and last Sunday of the month. Can you please show the shawl? I thought I did, Susan. This is the shawl. I'll try to see you tomorrow. Okay, Tank. Thanks for coming in. That is pretty. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. I've got a lot of projects going on right now. And Enid wants me to continue making this square, granny square. Thanks, Tank. See you later. Deborah says, good night, Tank. Take care. I will check that out when I'm off the live, okay, Deborah? Check out your address. I'm probably gonna put it in a padded envelope. Good night, Tank. Take care, and very pretty. Thank you. I'll be sending them in a teal padded envelope. I might add a few other things in there too, Deborah. So where do you live, Deborah? What state? You're in North Carolina. All right. Cool. We have friends in North Carolina too. They moved from here. Then they moved to Georgia, and now they're in North Carolina. I think my network is having a canary. What do you mean, Enid? Are you having problems staying connected online? Not looking well? or not loading well. Okay. Well, this is what I got done of it. The beginning is over here, this corner. I'm up here. Just thought I'd let you know where I'm at. Deborah says, rebooted, Enid. That's my go-to when technology doesn't work. Cool. I like it here a lot. Here as in my channel, my lives, my subscribers. What is it that you like, Deborah? So how long have you been crocheting, Deborah? True. Be right back. Need water. Water is good for you, Enid, but if you drink too much, you'll be getting up a lot of times tonight. I know that's my problem when I drink a lot of water. Tina says, I believe she is on, or Susan says, I believe she is on now. Who are you talking about, Susan? By Tank. Yes, you're alive and living in North Carolina. Okay. You like living in North Carolina. All right. By Tank says Enid, off and on for 20 to 30 years. Kind of like me, except mostly on. Mostly. Here's my third round. What do you think of that, Enid? Let me see. Okay. Maybe I should crochet a granny square too. It has been a minute. Beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, I believe that. We can all crochet granny squares. Lydia says, Michelle, I am almost done with my 2 dish rags. Cool. Wonderful. You're probably going to beat me because I've got a million other things going at the same time. Lydia. Deborah says, I got back into crochet when my husband passed. I started by making beanies for cancer patients. I was mostly off crochet while raising my daughter. Well, my kids didn't know me not crocheting. So in other words, whenever I had time, whenever I didn't have to watch them, I was crocheting. So when my husband was home at night and he was watching TV with the kids or whatever, I was crocheting. When we were on a road trip and my husband was driving, I was crocheting. So, even I would take them to McDonald's play place and I would crochet while watching my kids. So they never knew me not crocheting. And now my daughter is 26. She just learned how to crochet. My daughter-in-law, when she was a teenager, my son went off to the army. She and I used to spend some time together, a couple times a week, and I would teach her how to crochet. Susan is asking, Michelle, have you ever knitted a sweater? No. I've knitted dishcloths and they come out crooked. But I've never knitted a big thing. I've crocheted sweaters. Enid says I knit a sweater for myself. It's a hot mess. But you did it, That's the thing. You did it. That's amazing. I think it's great that we tried different things. Enid says, I think I knit a baby cardigan for my daughter too. Awesome. I knitted baby socks, not really socks, slippers for babies, infants. But I needed a lot of help with those. And I was going to a yarn store, specialty yarn store, when we still had brick and mortar yarn stores. Now we don't have any in the area. There's one 30 miles north of here. But I went there twice. I don't like driving far by myself. That's about as far as I go by myself. So Enid says red silk wool yarn from Knit Picks. Wow. Fancy schmancy. Can you order from them from your phone, or perhaps they have a site? I think Knit Picks went out of business. but I'm not positive. Don't quote me on that. I wouldn't know. I've never ordered from Knit Picks. Deborah says, I love that you've always crocheted. My daughter is an artist and she thinks it's great that I have this craft. She sold a headband for me last year. She's such a sweetheart. You know, I taught my daughter how to do the chain stitch when she was really little, like 8 years old. She never wanted to learn anything beyond that. So one year I bought her a set of crochet hooks with the stitch markers and the scissors and the tape measure and everything. So I said, someday you're gonna use this. And I says, and when you come to our house, you can go through my yarn stash and find some yarn that you want. She came at Christmas time and she took 2 small balls of yarn. That's it. So then when she ran out, she went ahead and ordered more. And the company had that, if you spend $100, you get free shipping. She fell for it. So now she has a stash. Enid says, no, I meant the brick and mortar 30 miles from you. What about it? What about it, Enid? Deborah says, I haven't knitted for even more years. She had started a sweater for my daughter, but never finished it. Oh, no. Did I ever order from them? No. But I do know the owner. She is in my crochet guild. So I see her once a month in the crochet guild. She knits as well. So and the crochet guild meets in downtown in a city about 10 miles from here. So my husband usually has to go downtown too, so I ride with him. He drops me off, either picks me up or someone brings me to where he's at the shrine. So how far do you want me to go, Enid, with this granny square? I'm using an H hook and worsted weight yarn for this granny square. Order from them at least 5 rounds, maybe 6. Are you going to change color? I may have to with all the rounds as big as you want me to make it. Actually, I think the first one I'll be okay. I think this is the 4th round. Why do you want them so big, Enid? Do you want me to send it to you? Do you want me to change color? Good for your daughter. My daughter may learn someday. How old is your daughter, Deborah? My daughter had no interest in learning all through school. No, you don't have to send anything to me. It's just me being peculiar yet again. Really? You? That's what makes you so endearing, Enid. Just remember that. I bet that's why your husband married you too. Uh-huh. Because of your quirkiness. We're all kind of quirky. We're a peculiar people. God even says so in the Bible. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're funny. Sometimes when I say that to my husband, he says, looks ain't everything. I'm crocheting on my dang shawl again. I finished mine. That's funny. Make it for your daughter. Probably everyone has finished theirs except me. Okay, Deborah says she's 23. Well, give her 3 years. You said she's an artist. I bet she will want to learn how to crochet. I never thought my daughter would. It wasn't me teaching her, though. She learned herself from YouTube. And it says it will be huge on her. And Deborah says, maybe. Uh-huh. My daughter didn't she was in college too. She didn't want to have anything to do with, no, she wasn't in college. She was out of college by then. She went to college for 4 years, got her bachelor's degree, started working, paid off her student loans, and said, I'm not going back to school. I'm done. She got a job. She likes it. Let her be happy with where she's at. Deborah says she mostly asks me to make her things. Oh, well, then I started making baby things. And they're like, who's that for, Mom? I said, it's for my future grandkids, not rushing you. I'm feeling good enough to crochet right now. So I'm crocheting for my future grandkids. And yay, you're still here with us, Tina. Thank you. You're not contributing much to the conversation. But I'm so glad you're still here, Tina. Yes, that's so hard to let them figure life out. Yep. Just want them. I figured I've got a box of toys that I've crocheted, dolls and teddy bears and loveys. And then I've got partially finished baby Afghans and oh, not me. I'm not ready for any grandkids. Well, not saying I'm ready for them. I'm just saying I'm feeling good enough to crochet for them. Now, by the time they have kids, I probably won't feel good enough. That's the way I looked at it because there are some days I don't feel good enough to crochet. Enid says, my kids are 9 and 11. I'll be lucky to live long enough to meet any potential future grandchildren. And Tina says, I've been trying to fix a few things that I've messed up around the house, and I tried to fix my phone for a while. Okay. Lydia says, I'm done with the second dish rag. Tomorrow I will be on the third one. I better get busy, huh? Enid says, I'm almost 49, although I wasn't 40 when I had my last, so I am confused. They are about to turn 12 and 10. Uh-huh. So you were 37 and 39 when your kids were born? Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. I was old. My cousin was 38 when she had her first and only child. My sister-in-law was 38 and 40 when she had her two children. And my cousin had her last child when she was 44. She was 30, then 35, then 44. And Deborah said, I was 39 when I had my only child. So there you go, Enid. You're not bad. I know this cross stitcher has had 14 children, I think. I think she had her last at age 45. Wow. Yeah, when my cousin, I mean, she's such a petite lady. She was 44 when she had her last one. And the doctor said, we're going to watch you because, you're a little old to be having kids. But it wasn't her first, so, they weren't too worried. But because she was well into her 40s, they said, we're going to keep an eye on you. So that's crazy. Tina says, I had a friend that had a baby at 50. Really? A woman had a baby at 50. That is crazy. You call that amazing? I call that, no. I wouldn't be able to do it. My body hurts too much. I wouldn't be able to take care of the kid. Enid says, I gotta go. I will leave this running. Sorry, my daughter is demanding I go watercolor paint with her. That is such a wonderful thing, Enid. Enjoy your daughter. Go enjoy your children. They grow up so fast. Yeah, I am falling apart, bad back and stuff. I'm getting all the repercussions of getting hit by that car and my legs all mangled up and stuff. So I know what that's like. I'm going to start my third dish rags. All right, Lydia. Have fun, Enid. Give her that time. She'll be gone before you know it. Tina says, I asked her the same thing. I said, how did you do it? She said she thought that she has stopped being able to have babies, and that's how she got pregnant. At 50. Wow. Deborah said, woohoo, Lydia, on your third dish rag. Tina says she did good with that kid, and her daughter is grown now. Believe she just got married, too. Wonderful. Lydia says, thank you, Deborah.
You need to turn the laptop.
Yep. Yep, I got a shy husband. He'll say hello to you ladies, but he doesn't want to be on camera.
Nope. Not for that, nope. Carrying a bunch of laundry. So hello ladies, I'm gonna go do laundry.
He's gonna go fold his clothes. That just came out of the dryer. Lydia says, hi, Michelle's husband. Yeah, that's Mr. Does Not Crochet in Kansas. Susan says, I am knitting myself a sweater with Lou Chunky yarn. First time I am knitting a sweater. Wonderful, Susan. I've never done that. Have you watched the football game? I know the Eagles were up. Bloom chunky big yarn. Awesome. What size needles are you using? Tied 35 with less than 2 minutes. Thank you for that, Deborah. Wow. What a game. And I'm not even watching it. And neither is my husband. Crazy game, says Deborah. 35 with 2 minutes to go. They may go into overtime. My husband said, if the Chiefs win, we'll hear fireworks. 8mm needles. Wow. Deborah says probably. Yeah, even our pastor is a big Chiefs fan. He's trying to get all of us excited about the Chiefs being in the Super Bowl. And not too many people said anything. They almost got a touchdown. You're talking the Chiefs almost got a touchdown? Yep. All right. Even when my son played and his team was demolishing the other team, I didn't want the other team to get skunked. I wanted them to get at least one touchdown, even though my son's team had like 20-something points. I wanted the other team to get at least one touchdown. I'm a true blue Bronco fan. Maybe they'll make it back to a Super Bowl again someday. My husband said they make enough money to buy tickets. No, she's laughing. Laughing emojis. So how big did you want this, Enid? So this is round 5 that I'm on. Enid. Oh, Enid left. That's right. She went to go water paint with her daughter. That's cool. My daughter and I used to bake a lot of cookies and other baking stuff from scratch. Okay. Good night, hon. Yeah. Yeah, Chiefs must have won. We heard fireworks. Well, Deborah says Kansas City about to attempt a field goal. They made it. 8 seconds left. Yeah, the fireworks are going off, so they must have made it. Uh-huh. Well, with 8 seconds, who expects them to make anything, right? Oh boy. I screwed up this row. It's not like me. Yeah, it is. Good luck sleeping with that noise, LOL. We'll be fine. I have no trouble falling asleep. Once my head hits the pillow, I'm out. My poor husband then has to try to fall asleep with me snoring. Oh, man. Well, ladies, I think I'm going to go so I can get ready for bed too. And I will be back on tomorrow morning at 6:30 Central Time, 7:30 Eastern Time, 4:30 Pacific Time, 5:30 Mountain Time. I will be on to read the devotional and to pray for everyone that needs prayer. Okay, the CI.com. I don't get it. Ferguson says good night. Good night, D. Ferguson, the lefty crocheter. I'm a lefty too. I think I told you. My mom had to teach me right-handed though. Yep, me too. Have a great day tomorrow. I'll be at work. All right, Deborah, thanks so much for being here. I'm going to check my email in the morning and I will get your address and I will send you the scrubbies that you won in Dee's Live. I still don't know what you're trying to say, Susan. The Chiefs just won the Super Bowl. Yes, I hear the fireworks out. They've been going for about 2 minutes now. Tina says, Michelle, I'm going to have to call it a night. Love you. Thank you so much for earlier today, and I'll talk to you soon. Sounds great, Tina. Thank you so much for coming. Deborah says, thank you. You're welcome, Deborah. I'm glad to do this. It helped get my name out there. I am very happy to share what scrubbies are what I enjoy making the most. And I could get them done in a relatively short amount of time, whereas this took me a while, about a week. This took me about a week, so if I can do something that I can get done like in a few hours, that's good. Quick and easy. Beanies are my thing. Woohoo! Good night, everyone. Have a great evening. And we'll be hearing fireworks all night long. Take care.